Okay, what's up guys? And Titan back. Here with another video today. Decided to put some more time and effort into YouTube, so I'm going to be doing that more frequently now. And yeah, in other news, I have a creator code coming soon. So yeah, if you could please use that in the item shop whenever you go to purchase something. That's how I make my money. This is what I do now. So if you could please just support me and help me out, that would be greatly appreciated. But what we have here today is I want to show you all my personal settings, what I think is the best to run, in my own opinion, and my binds and everything. I'm gonna show you all of that, and let's get started. So, obviously I don't play on mouse and keyboard, but for my wireless X and Y, I have a 7. And I feel like, it's the perfect middle between not too fast and not too slow. You can keep a fluent movement going on. It's a nice feeling, and I think personally that's probably the best you could do. Targeting and scope, I have a 400, just because I feel like, honestly, I typically play at a 300, which I think is really good. You're able to move around a little bit while you're targeting, and you still have enough slowdown to where you can perfectly align your shot. If that's the type of player you are, you like to align your shot, but sometimes you just gotta be quick and on the go. So I've been really testing the 4 sensitivity. And then for scope, I have 5 for no really preference. I don't snipe too much, honestly. I snipe sometimes, but other than that, yeah. And building and edit, I like my building at 1.8 and my edit at 1.7, and that's just because I feel like if you put it at 2 on each, some people can do it. I can't. I don't know, like I just feel like I'm too fast. I can't be I can't be too quick with it. Like, I'm just not that type of player. I have to kind of do my own thing and make it perfect in a way. And I don't know, I feel like if I mess up, then it's the end of the world. That's what Fortnite's come to. If you mess up on your edits or building, you're done. So I like to keep it at something I can be consistent at. I can do it well, and that's where I feel like I do it best. Not many other like different things about my settings. HUD scale, I keep that at a 90 just because it's a little bit smaller. And toggle sprint, I have off. Sprint by default I have on, and I'll show you why here in a few minutes. Sprint cancel, reload, yada yada yada. Tap to search and interact, I have that on. Yep. Edit mode aim assist is ass, don't put that one on. Auto open doors, I just like that one on, personally. I don't know. Auto sort consumables. So yeah, Builder Pro immediately, edit time, Okay, if you all are experiencing slower and lower frame rates, and you get like a bunch of lag at the end of the game, turn off your replays. That's a little tip I learned from Upshaw. But if you turn off your replays, you'll actually see a better performance out of your console or whatever platform you play on. Brightness, keep that at a 100. Music, I don't really know why I have music on, but actually I would keep a little bit of music on so I don't feel weird. Oh boy, yeah, I've been literally up all night working on putting together videos and thumbnails and getting together music that hasn't been copyrighted, and also trying to balance the creator code thing. So I have to check my email every few minutes. It's been crazy. I don't even really feel tired because I've been so preoccupied. But back to it. I have a Titranope at a 4 on. I don't really like whatever you pronounce it, Deuteranope. I like Titranope. You know, everything's brighter. I can see everything more clearly. You know, the colors stand out a little bit better. And the TV I'm on, you know, it has like a nice contrast and everything. Yep, input. All my binds right there. But yeah, here we go. Here are my binds, and this is gonna probably be one of the strangest setups you've ever seen. I aim down with L1 and R1. Or I aim down and shoot with L1 and R1. I don't use the triggers. I use the bumpers. And that's because I feel like whenever you're shooting at someone, it takes a lot less time for you to press down that bumper than it takes you to pull back on that trigger. You know what I mean? Like, just like one little click of the right bumper, and you know you're shooting. And there's another reason, but I'm gonna get to that in a minute. But yeah, I feel like when you pull down the triggers, it takes a lot longer for you to just make a simple click. You know what I mean? But yeah, so that's how I do it, and then I swap weapons with my triggers, which seems to work pretty well for me. I mean, at first it was a little strange to get used to, but now, you know, I'm used to it. I'm comfortable with it, and I tend to do pretty good with it. Now on to some weird, some other weird stuff. So I actually jump with L3. And that's why I had on sprint by default on. So yeah, because I don't have a sprint key. I don't have a sprint bind, and yeah, pretty much. And I did take away, you know, the jump, and I replaced it with an edit. So it's just a one-click edit. You don't have to hold it or anything. It's just one little button tap, and you're editing. And switch mode, same thing. You know, it's always been right there. Same thing for these and all that jazz. And I'll tell you why I jump with my L3, because when you have the controller in your hands, you have your left hand on the left side of the controller, and your right thumb is on the right stick. And whenever you're playing Fortnite, it's really key that you always know where your opponents are, or whatever your enemy is, because if you take your R1 or your R3, I mean, if you just look away for a second, that could be either life or that could be death. So what I like to do is I like to keep my jump on L3, because I never have to take my thumb off of R3. I never have to take it off the right stick. I can constantly move around, turn around, do whatever I need to do without having to move it. And you know, I jump with that one, and I look around with this one, and the way my thumbs are positioned on the controller, I don't play claw or anything. I play standard, and I play like a standard on a scuff. But I haven't really got into, you know, deciding what all my buttons do yet. And the way my hands are positioned, my pointer fingers are right there on both of the bumpers, so it's literally like a classic grip on a controller for a video game console. So it feels like really natural, and you know, I never seem to really miss anything unless I'm occupied, you know, trying to like knock somebody in front of me, and then there's someone behind me, a third party. But other than that, like, that is the only, you know, I always can turn around in time and build, and you know, I think it's a really good setup, and I really recommend you trying it. And I do play on Builder Pro. And I think that's probably the best for everyone. I mean, you could play on Combat or Quick Builder or whatever you want to play on, but I think Builder Pro is what people would recommend to you if you ask them to. Edits, whatever. Dead zones, I keep these on 20s. They're a little bit higher than the defaults for PS4. But I like to keep them at 20s because, like, the dead zone, if it's really low, then you drift, obviously. That's what they said in the beginning when they first released it. And if the default is 12, I tried a 15, but I still felt like I, like, drifted a little bit. You know, my movement was really snappy. But 20s are a really good setting. You know, keep them at 20s. I think that's pretty good. Because you can still move quickly and everything, but just like your movements aren't as snappy. They're just more fluent. You know, you can really like line up shots and make everything work. But basically, I got, you know, my ideas from these from. I used to play on Xbox before PS4, and I got them from the Elite controller. Because on my Elite controller, I used to do the same thing. I used to shoot with L1 and R1, and when I switched to PS4, you know, I had it like that for a little bit, and I felt like it's too much for me to go from like aiming to swapping weapons. You have to move that finger a whole bunch. I mean, you could put like, you know, more fingers down there and, you know, click them all when needed, but I just don't think that's the smartest. Like, you want to have a good grip on the controller, and, you know, with my jump bind and my shooting binds, everything just seems to be a little bit more fluent. And I think that's probably one of the best like setups you can have for a console. And so yeah, one last look through. Got 7 7s. We have a 4 ADS, 5 scope, 1.8. That's like the perfect build since you don't need to play at a 2. Play at a 1.8. It's so nice. 1.7 edit mode. That it's quick, but it's not too quick to the point where you're gonna mess up every single one. But yeah, like, it's perfect. But so yeah, I think I'm gonna show you these settings and actions, and there's some clips of mine here at the end of this video, so you can kind of like get an idea of what it's like to play on these settings, and hopefully you'll change your mind and maybe try my settings out for a little bit. I'd really appreciate that if you just, like, you know, give it a shot. And please make sure to follow me on all my social platforms. Subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. I have a creator code coming soon, so, you know, if you do want to help me out a little bit and use it for me, that's how I make my money. I will, for, you know, all the money I make from doing whatever, I'm gonna give back. If you follow me on Twitch, you'll know that every 25 followers I get, I'm giving away 1,000 V-bucks. There's 1,000 V-bucks. I'm gonna take names from my followers, put them into a randomizer, boom. Whoever gets drawn, I will contact, and we will discuss on how we would get you that 100 or 1,000 V-bucks. So please make sure you do go follow my Twitch, because you don't want to miss that. It's a free 1,000 V-bucks. So yeah, I mean, please, like, go follow. You can follow my Twitter, my Instagram. You can subscribe here. That would also be appreciated. Use my creator code. I think I've said everything. All right. I do play with my followers, and whoever's in the chat and wants to run duos, you know, add me on Epic. Yeah, add me on Epic. DM me if you want to, you know, ask me questions or just talk to me. I'm a human. Like, I'm not like a piece of shit. I'm not rude or anything. So just like, yeah, just talk to me. You know. I think I said my piece. I'm gonna go away now. Hope you all have a great day. I think I'm gonna go to sleep after this, so good night. Love you all. Stay safe. I'm out.
It's sad when you have a YouTube channel, word for word and stuff.
Oh my god.
You're a bot. Why'd you make a YouTube channel? Okay.
Got him. Got him up top. Got him up top. Ooh! Oh my god.